Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
It's another episode of Jordan Reviews, ladies and gentlemen. Again, today we talk about the controversy. Today, we talk about the fact that it was recently announced yesterday that Kendrick Lamar will be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Ladies and gentlemen, not only that, your boy threw shots in the promo at Drake. And ladies and gentlemen, might I add, I absolutely agree. Ain't no round twos in the championship. Ain't no round twos in the championship. You lost. You lost. Just let it lay. Drop another album. Move on. Accept the fact that you lost the rap beef, Drake, to somebody that is formidable, to somebody that is equal to your stature in terms of wide or mass appeal. Accept it. It's okay. We always knew that Kendrick Lamar was the better rapper. Accept it. Move on. It's okay. Now, moving on to the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, there has been a lot of individuals, right? There's been a lot of people upset at the fact that Lil Wayne wasn't chosen. We have Master P coming out. We have Lil Wayne's manager disgruntled about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring this to your attention. Do you know the last time the Super Bowl was performed, or in the Super Bowl halftime show, or the Super Bowl was hosted by or in New Orleans? The last time the Super Bowl was hosted in New Orleans, do you know who the performer was? Beyonce. In 2013. And nobody was screaming, hooting, and hollering for Lil Wayne to perform at that time. That same year, Lil Wayne dropped I Am Not a Human Being 2 a month later. His most recent project up to that date was the Carter 4 in 2011. Super Bowl halftime shows have always been about artists who have large-scale impacts. I'm not saying Lil Wayne doesn't have a large-scale impact in the rap community, but let's be real about Lil Wayne. He has not been mass appealing, widely appealing since the Carter 3. Since the Carter 3. Lil Wayne has not been musically grasped as an artist on any level of momentous accolades. He's always been known to us as one of the greatest bar-for-bar rappers of all time, and he will forever be that. And he is a very talented artist. I'm not taking anything away from him. But you think just because you saw Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and all these people in LA that you're supposed to see Lil Wayne in New Orleans. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen. It's always been about the artist with the large scale impact. It's always been about the artist that all Americans can recognize and relate to. And since this rap beef with Drake, they have been able to gauge just how mass appealing an artist such as Kendrick Lamar is. Not only that, Kendrick Lamar is coming off of one of the, if not the highest grossing rap tour of all time, in the Big Steppers tour. And if you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon. You can go watch it. It is single-handedly one of the greatest rap performances I have ever seen live. This man went 2 hours of straight music and performance, and it was an actual show. It wasn't just a playlist party. It wasn't just, this is my favorite song, and I want to sing along. Like, come on. Last year was in Nevada with an Atlanta rapper. And like, come on, like, let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, we know that had a lot to do with the residency he had and what have you. And then obviously some people think, oh, well, why not Drake? Again, in my personal opinion, football is an American sport. And an American artist should be performing at the halftime show, right? Because we know how Americans can be in their nationalism, right? But as mass appealing as Drake is, I mean, even when we look back, The Weeknd, who I believe is from Canada as well, performed at a halftime show. But The Weeknd performed at a halftime show where pretty much no black American wanted to perform that year because of the whole Colin Kaepernick situation. So they had to default to him. But not only that, The Weeknd did have one of the most popular tours at that time. When Beyonce was on or did the Super Bowl show, she had one of the most popular tours at that time. Last year, Usher had one of the most popular had one of the most popular tours at that time. So it's about cultural relevance. It's about the relevance of the current impact. We understand that throughout the history of rap and our upbringing and our introduction to music, throughout the time that we've been listening to music, Lil Wayne gave us an experience in 2006, 2007, 2008, 2004, 2010, right? But his time and moment to do that has came and went. And unfortunately, the powers that be in the industry did not see his version of rap as palatable to put on a mass stage. And furthermore, if Lil Wayne does a halftime show, you know how many words are going to have to be bleeped out? You know how many non-performative songs that are sexually suggestive that Lil Wayne has that aren't going to be able to be played? Like, Lil Wayne doesn't have, in my opinion, mass appealing music outside of the Carter 3. Everything is very borderline, bleep this, bleep that, change that, change this, change that. So again, I get that y'all want it to be a New Orleans party and all this other stuff, but quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't have to be in New Orleans. And quite frankly, if we know anything about Super Bowl fan attendance, 9 times out of 10, the people in that city aren't making up the mass majority of the fans at the actual Super Bowl, because them tickets are ridiculous. And let's be real, it ain't gonna be nobody from New Orleans, right, who love and appreciate Lil Wayne in the stands, unless you got the bag. Let's be real. Let's be really, really, really real. Nothing but celebrities and all these other people, right? Second of all, when we actually talk about a New Orleans, and I see a lot of people also saying Lil Wayne isn't even a Saints fan. Who cares? He's from New Orleans. That's why people are rallying behind him. So I just personally think that y'all got to get y'all panties out of the bunch. Y'all got to chill out. Like, just because it's in New Orleans doesn't mean that Lil Wayne has to perform. He could have had that opportunity. But quite frankly, Lil Wayne has never produced a body of music, out with exception to the Carter 3, and even that is questionable, that has been mass appealing or that has projected beyond just the black spaces of just rap, right? People know, love, and appreciate Lil Wayne, but at this point in time in Lil Wayne's career, like, he has no current music that we know, love, and appreciate. And yes, you could say the same. Usher didn't have anything current. Well, kind of he did, right? Usher still got radio hits, right? Usher is PG to PG-13. Usher is a great performer. Usher has good music that is classics, right? Lil Wayne is a great artist. He has classic rap music for people who are rap enthusiasts. But when we talk about a mass appealing artist to perform at a Super Bowl, the largest American performance stage, Lil Wayne is on a long list of people who might not ever do a Super Bowl. I'm just being real. Just being really real. He's had his opportunity, and it came and it went. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have. That's all I have. I think, quite personally, you all need to get your panties out of a bunch, and you need to move on as relates to Lil Wayne performing at a Super Bowl. All right? Kendrick Lamar makes the most sense. Kendrick Lamar makes the most sense right now, right? If it isn't someone like Drake, Kendrick Lamar makes the most sense. Kendrick Lamar has current music. Kendrick Lamar has current impact. Kendrick Lamar has one of the greatest shows in the last year. This man gave you a week to buy a ticket to an event in LA and sold that bitch out. And it's not to say that he can't do a song with Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl, but furthermore, I don't even think it merges well. I mean, Lil Wayne is an artist who's on record saying, I don't even know my own music. I've been to Lil Wayne performances before. It's a playlist party. You're just listening to this man ad-lib certain parts of his music. He's not a show. He's not something you spectate. He's just something you just rock out and have a good time with. It's not like going to a Travis Scott concert where the vibe and the aura and it's something. It's just Lil Wayne on a stage looking at him perform something. Kendrick Lamar has proven his ability to put on a show with the Big Steppers tour. And I've seen Kendrick Lamar at every single tour he has done since To Pimp a Butterfly. And every single one of them have gotten better and better and better. And I highly encourage you to go out and look at the Big Stepper tour. It on Amazon. It is an actual performance. Lil Wayne is not an actual performer. He's just a guy you like because you love his music. You don't like or love him because he's been a great performer. Every person who's ever done a Super Bowl has been someone that you like because they have been proven to be a great performer. Lil Wayne is not a great performer. You just want to see him on a stage in New Orleans and do it for the quote unquote culture. Lil Wayne not even doing it for the culture. He's not a New Orleans Saints fan. Not that it has much to do with performing in New Orleans, but hey, it's a fact. Like, you guys gotta stop being so upset about this. And it's like, to you, it just makes so much sense because you saw Dr. Dre in LA. That's been literally one of the only times where we've seen an artist perform at a time and in a place where they're from a city and they're performing there. That it's been few and far between. The Super Bowl has been in Dallas, Texas before, right? Beyonce was not there. Rihanna performed in, I think, Arizona, right? So it's just like, let's be really real about the expectation here and what we're really asking for. I do not think that if even you invited Lil Wayne, it would be a great show, right? Because the Hot Boy's not pulling up, right? Even though I believe Manny Fresh has actually been at a Super Bowl. He's actually been at a Super Bowl before, but anyway, it just don't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense, man. Give me a second. I want to look that up. Manny Fresh. Nah, I don't think Manny Fresh was ever at the Super Bowl. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, just because it's in New Orleans doesn't mean Lil Wayne has to do it. I mean, show me proof that Lil Wayne has actually been proven to be a good performer, bro. And I'm not saying he's horrible, bro. But what I'm saying is Kendrick Lamar clears, by far, anything Lil Wayne has attempted to do in terms of performing, right? And we can debate who the better rapper is in your own opinion, right? I think a lot of people out there listen to rap music but don't listen to rap music. Y'all just listen to who popular, who you love, and who got hype. I don't see how people can not listen to Kendrick Lamar or not like Kendrick Lamar's music and say they appreciate rap music, in my opinion, because it is the apex of what hip hop is. It is the apex of what rap music is, in my opinion. And just because he doesn't always give you something for the party and the bullshit, right? Some people throw it out the window and cast it as something that isn't worth their time or listen. Kendrick Lamar is a generational talent. He's one of the greatest of all time. If there's one artist that will be remembered, it will be him. Everyone else can fade, right? In the future, we might not even like certain bops that we've listened to in the club because we're just talking about popular music that's popular right now. And they're only as popular as long as DJs keep playing that music. But Kendrick Lamar's music and his performances, you can't take away from that talent. You can't take away from that display. in what it is greatness. So that's all I have without beating a dead horse, ladies and gentlemen. Quick episode today. Thank you all for listening. Just wanted to address the current situation, the current stance, the current outcry. Like, you really got to understand this. Like, it think about what you're asking for. Does it even make sense for Lil Wayne, who has said, I don't even know my own music? I don't think many of you who have actually seen Lil Wayne perform. Like, no, bro. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense for everybody. I would love to see it be done for the culture, but we really gonna get BG, Juvie, Manny Fresh, Birdman, and Lil Wayne on the same stage? These people don't even like each other. Master P, all these people. We really gonna get all those people on the stage? I would love to see it. Essence Fest is every year. You could have had your opportunity then, right? I just don't think Lil Wayne has proven that he's a great performer on a large stage before. I don't have any proof of it. Right? You've performed next to Drake, right? Where you're ad-libbing tracks, right? You've had shows where the drugs got the best of you, right? So I don't think Lil Wayne is good for right now. He's not a current artist, or he's not a currently relevant artist. He's not a currently relevant artist. He's just Lil Wayne, who is a rap legend and the greatest bar for bar rapper of all time, but he has not given us that on but 2 or 3 songs per album in every one he's dropped after the Carter 4. Call me what you want. I love Lil Wayne. He's on my top 5 list, ladies and gentlemen. When we talk about performing at a Super Bowl, he's not it.
Sorry, bro.
And we're out of
Sorry,
here.
bro.
And we're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Peace.